Have you ever been in a road rage situation? Huh?
Bro,
Has anybody ever tailgated you?
do you drive? We live in North Texas, and I can tell you that between just before Denton, that also runs east and west.
I use my GPS.
Let me tell you something. In between that area has to be some of the stupidest drivers I've ever seen in my life. Like, bro, what are you doing? There are some people, and I was about to give you a demographic of my opinion, who are the worst drivers, but I think that would be too much for for give us another year. You know what I mean? Where I feel like we've established ourselves before we get canceled.
And you drive a big truck.
I drive an 18-wheeler, yes, sir.
And so I don't drive an 18-wheeler. And a lot of times I'm very frustrated by the 18-wheeler.
Talk about it. Oh, let me sit up straight.
Because the 18-wheeler wants to come over. And I'm trying to get to work in the morning. And so the traffic's already bad. And the 18-wheeler puts his blinker on, and I'll just speed up.
Oh, please talk about it.
And I'll just get up there. And then the 18
and prevent him from getting over.
I don't know if I was there first.
I'm sorry. I'm stepping on your testimony. Let me let you talk, and then I'll come back in a second.
I was there first.
Woo!
I was there first. So I pull up. And then the 18-wheeler's mad at me. He acts like it's my problem. Man, you should have thought to get over sooner.
You're done? Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
May I retort?
Yes.
I believe I heard you say that you saw him put his signal light on.
I did.
And you sped up so he could not get over.
No, I just continued. I didn't speed. I just got where I need to be. I was in my lane. I'm in my lane.
Now we're crawfishing and we're backing up. I like this, and y'all can scroll it back to see what he actually said first and then come forward. Sounds like to me that whoever's driving that 18-wheeler, that 53-foot trailer, or I don't care, it could be a pup, it could be 40 foot, and you are the driver that I love most. And I absolutely say that tongue in cheek, because you're trying to get where you're trying to go, correct? And I'm looking at the items that you've chosen to wear today. This wonderful Texas Rangers jersey that you have on. These wonderful throwback tennis shoes that you have on. Did you go to a brick and mortar store to purchase these things?
No.
So you ordered them? Yes.
Yes.
So they came to you one way or another, sir, on the back of a trailer before they got to your little fancy UPS guy or Amazon guy or whoever brought it to your house. I'm here to tell you that at some point, this commerce came to you, whether it was on a boat, a plane, or train, it came to you on the back of an 18-wheeler, sir. So he's trying to get somewhere that you want him to be. And you are so arrogant. And because it's so important for you to get where you're going to go, you're going to cut him off and not let him get over. These are just trying to make sure I understand what you're saying. And I'm not going to assume that every 18-wheeler driver themselves are using the best safety, or they are taking into account that I could really put someone's life in harm. But I think there is a much greater percentage of us who absolutely consider that this is really serious. When I get behind the steering wheel of my truck, whether I pray it out loud every time or not, I say, Lord, let me make it home safely, and let me not prevent anyone else from making it home. So in doing that, I have to be conscious of how I move this vehicle around. And if I've put my signal light on, Scott, and I see that there's traffic. You said I should have gotten over earlier. Well, maybe I chose to get over way early. And it has just taken me all of this time, literally for 2 miles.
Because everybody else is doing the same thing I'm doing?
Because you're not the only one that says, you ain't gonna get in front of me. Let me speed up so he can't. I'd rather run into the car in front of me just so I don't let him get over. Which is a great segue because I've heard you say before that you love to tailgate people. And I'm just wondering how that makes sense in your mind.
Man, it makes me feel better. If somebody cuts me off, man, I'm fixing to tailgate you. And I'll only do it if I'm by myself. I wouldn't put I wouldn't put my family in harm's way. Kind of a self-satisfaction for me. Okay, you don't cut in front of me. Well, I'm just gonna ride your bumper. Which makes
Lord, I thank you that the person in front of him didn't brake check him to the point where I'm just gonna sit on these brakes and allow him to run into the back of them.
Well, on top of that, I brake check people too.
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up, bruh. The very thing that you do not like yourself. So let me break that back down. Let me come down. Let me get calm. So you're brake checking someone else who's tailgating you because you don't like to be tailgated? What would I should have asked the question. For what purpose would you brake check someone?
If they're tailgating me.
And there it is.
But I have a justification for tailgating somebody.
Oh,
I didn't cut this guy off.
I don't even know what to say to you at this point, sir. Sir, please, one, be courteous on the road. I don't care if it's an 18-wheeler or a motorcycle. And I'm scared to hear what your thoughts are for people who are riding motorcycles who may decide that, wait, hey, there's way too much traffic and I'm not going to stay back here. I'm going to ride either the shoulder or, God forbid, down the center lane. Humor me. What are your thoughts for them?
I'm not even going to keep my thoughts on this.
Jesus, please don't. Please don't. I just kind of figured from the whole.
We don't call this good.
Brake checking and tailgating. I can only imagine. Thank you, Lord, that there's not been a motorcycle rider that's come off of his bike at the expense of Scott saying, "Not going to get by right here." You
Exactly.
sound like the kids on the bus with Forrest Gump. Can't sit here. That's exactly what. Can't sit here. Seats taken. Oh, bruh. Like, oh my goodness. And I ride with you all the time. So I'm. This is almost like what? Because I don't see this behavior.
You know, and a lot of times I am talking tongue in cheek. I mean, it does happen, but it's not like every day I'm tailgating somebody or every day I'm brake checking somebody. There's days that it happens, and there's days that it don't.
God bless us all. And ladies and gentlemen, if this is you, I'm asking that you would reconsider the way that you wield your vehicle around the streets and the highways and byways. We all would like to reach our destination. Here, I wish I had the actual numbers before we started this because it speaks to you speeding. Let's say the speed limit is 70 and 70 is just like you feel like you're not moving.
Mm-hmm.
So it just feels comfortable for you to drive 90, 95. Well, if you really do the numbers with you driving 95 miles an hour versus you driving, I'm not even telling you to go just 70, 75, even 80 if that's what you want to. You're only going to get to the place where you're going 2 to 4 minutes faster than the person that's going the speed limit, if you make it. because driving that fast or not being conscious of everyone else on the road could interrupt you getting to that place of destination. So if it's a thing of, I'm going to be late, I need to hurry up, you're in my way, get out the way.
Leave early.
Very simple. Leave 5 minutes earlier so that you can drive safer. And not just you make it there safely, but that you don't prevent somebody else from not making it there safely also.